I kind of like that name. Volume.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. We are going to break down Ozymandias and talk about the rock deck that's kind of out right now. So let's talk about it. My version is a little different than what I was trying to use. I actually just threw Iska in it because I was like, armor wasn't working. And I think Selene's going to be where this goes. So I think Selene's going to be really nice for this deck. So, rocks. How does it feel to play rocks? It's a weird one. Now, Ozymandias is a 5/9. He's a sizable ongoing card that definitely helps out the deck a lot. After using rocks, what I can say is it feels like Ultron. But it's not like the same. With Ultron, you know you're filling your fields up nicely. With rocks, you can only get so many. We have Rhino, he gives us 1. We have Debrii, which will give us 2. And then we have Sandstorm, which will give us an additional 2. I think Mole Man will be nice to add to this deck. There's actually another card I think will be pretty goofy to add to this deck too, but it also fills up your deck with like more rocks. But like the whole idea behind rocks is that you make them indestructible and you go big with them. And it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't work. And the reason why it kind of works because your units that support these rocks are pretty big. Like a 5/9 is nice, and a 3/8 is pretty nice, and a 2/5 is pretty solid. And then you can kind of cheese with Chameleon, Patriot, and Mystique, which I do want to mention. Chameleon in this deck feels absolutely amazing when you copy Patriot, or if you go Patriot, Mystique into Chameleon, like if you copy the Mystique with the Chameleon, it can feel really funny. And you can get sizable rocks. But there's a but. Some of these cards feel not so great. Sandstorm, while I do like the card, I find it to be awkward at times because you're trying to play this before turn 6, but you're also trying to fill up the front row as much as you can to get sizable rocks, like a +6 rock, 2 of them. It can feel okay because it works with Sabah Nur, right? The issues that I'm having with this deck is there's only 6 turns without Magik, so it can feel like there's just not enough time to set up because you have so many things you're trying to do. You're trying to protect your rocks. You're trying to get your rocks powered up. You're trying to get Ozymandias. You're also trying to get rocks, and it can feel very incohesive when it comes to playing this deck because you're trying to just focus on doing the objective, fill up your front row, get your rocks, win the game. But in 6 turns, it is so hard and so tight that you may not be able to do it all the time. Surge 100% does work really nicely in this deck. I like Surge. He makes things so much more affordable, so much more cheap, so much more easily to play a turn ahead, and you can get a nice curve. And with Surge hitting the right targets, it feels really good. Luna Snow. While I don't enjoy her too much in this deck because she's a good card for filling up the front row, obviously, because she takes up 2 on her own. There's so many 3-cost cards you have to play in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 3-cost cards. So it's like, it's very expensive. I do think Magik would be a fantastic fit into this deck. I do. I think you need the extra turn. And the reason I say that is because, 1, you need time to draw all your cards, which she'll give you an extra draw turn. 2, you can combo your cards better if you have more energy to do so. So like if, let's say hypothetically, you go into turn 6, you're not fully set up with your Ozymandias or Sabah Nur or whatever it is, and you just need an extra turn. You can go into your turn 7 and then win the game off of like Chameleon Patriot or Chameleon Ozymandias if the Surge hits it hits one of them, right? That way you can double down and actually like get the secondary ongoing. Enchantress is going to bully this deck 100%. Anything that counters ongoing is going to laugh at this deck because a lot of your power, if not all your power, comes from ongoing cards, so careful. If you do not have a way to protect your rocks and you do not draw her, you will die to Gambit. All your rocks are going to go poof. It's going to be very sad. I did try an alteration of this deck using Gambit. It didn't feel great because the cost of rocks do not hit the threshold of what Gambit's looking for. You can technically, how do I word this? You can technically create enough cards in this deck, but then you're splitting your game plan up and it just doesn't flow very well because you're trying to do two things at once, and it's already hard enough to do one thing with this deck, which is just create rocks. It's very, very, very annoying. So let me talk about what cards you may want to put in this deck that I don't have this deck. It's unironically because it just switched off. No, it's fine. There's two cards that are Series 4 that I want to talk about, and one of them is Mole Man. I think having a Mole Man in your deck may be the play to add more rocks to your hand. It will banish the top card of your deck, and that's going to be unfortunate if you hit a key piece. However, I think you just need more rocks in this deck, so I think he's an optional. There's another card in here that I just was going to think about pulling. It was literally just on my cycle before it like rotated off, and that's Terrarax, the Tamer. For each losing location, shuffle a rock into the losing player's deck. It sounds copium filling your deck with more rocks, but like I just feel like you need more rocks. You do not you don't have enough rocks. You don't. Like you can't play Rhino. Like if you're not playing Rhino, Debrii, and Sandstorm, you're lacking rocks. And the whole point of this deck is to, slam rocks everywhere and protect them. So it's weird. To be fair, 100% fair with you. You can use Chameleon to get more rocks. You can play a Chameleon with a Debrii. You can play a Chameleon with a Rhino. Like you can technically do that. It's just he feels better when he's attached to a Patriot to make your rocks bigger. He feels better when you're using him to increase the size of the power of the rocks. That being said, if you have Patriot and Mystique already linked together, you could just, in theory, just use a Chameleon on a Debrii and just, get 2 extra rocks. It should trade off nicely and fill out your locations. I wish Chameleon could hit skills. If Chameleon could affect Sandstorm, that would be an insane buff. Because you're playing Sandstorm later in the game anyway, and you could do this turn 5. And then Ozymandias turn 6. Like, if you can Chameleon Sandstorm, if you can Sandstorm Chameleon on turn 5, the issue is the cost. The cost is too much. The rocks cost too much. So that wouldn't really work unless you had a turn 7 or if they were discounted. So the costs of these cards in this deck are expensive. It doesn't look like they're expensive, but you have so many 3-cost cards that it feels expensive. I have very few, like there's only a 4 and 5 cost, but even with there being a 4 and 5 cost, the deck feels pricey, which is why I have Surge in it. Surge helps the ability to like control your curve, but is the deck good? It's usable. It's not competitive, but it is, well, it can be. I think once Selene, Horseman of Famine releases, or is it Pestilence? Famine or whatever one. Selene, whenever she drops, she will probably be a staple in this deck because then she can steal 5 power from like your opponents and you can even out your board a bit. It doesn't sound like a lot. 5 power doesn't sound like a lot, but it matters in a deck that needs all the help that it can get. So once the lean drops, I think you throw her in this deck and you take out something. I don't know what you take out. I guess I'm taking out Magik. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. The deck is really pricey. So that's my main core issues with this deck. Extremely pricey to play. Needs lots of rocks. Needs to protect the rocks, otherwise Gambit runs it over. And even if you do everything right and you do everything that you can to empower these rocks, you don't feel big enough in some areas. Like you can feel sizable, but it's not as easy to play as like an Ultron deck. Ultron deck, you literally play Patriot, Mystique, Chameleon, Ultron, and then the whole board is just like bots, right? Just bots, and you win because that's what Ultron does. He just fills the whole location up with bots. The difference between Ultron and this deck is that you have characters that in this roster that have nice sizable characters. Ozymandias is a fine bind. Good. Debrii, it's a 3/8. Good. Rhino's a 2/5. Good. The issue comes with the cost and trying to get enough rocks to make it work. So it's a little clunky. I think rocks are clunky. So yes, it is a little clunky, but it can feel good at times. So Ozymandias, is he good? Yes. Is the rock deck good? It's going to take some time to adjust to. I think there needs to be more testing, and I think there needs to be more ways to play cheaper things. I might just be going too big here and being too ambitious with my price of card cost. Maybe. But there definitely feels like there's something here. Chameleon feels great in this deck. She's a must in this deck. Debrii feels good in this deck. Rhino feels good in this deck, which is crazy to say. It's just something feels like it's missing, and maybe it's Celine. So you guys go ahead and enjoy watching the gameplay. Let me know in the comments below what you think this deck is missing. I just feel like it's a little too expensive. Maybe Dazzler would be probably pretty good in this deck, because you're filling locations up anyway. Dazzler Ant-Man, maybe. It would help with your cheap curb, but like, I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like there's something missing. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and enjoy. Actually, we can put Debrii there next turn. That's a cool Debrii. We have 11 size. Okay. Let's just do this. Get this done with. Switching into Ozymandias would be really dope. Yes. We didn't play him though. So we go with this. We do need Patriot. I could just give him a rock. It'd be pretty funny. Because the rock doesn't. Wait, why is yeah, it's fine. He's also got a rock. We have a Patriot. So here's what we're gonna do. Patriot into a Chameleon. That should boost us up really nicely. At least the couple rocks that we own. We only own 3 rocks. So I will say this. I could also just use the Mystique there, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna say this. Rocks feels like a variant of Ultron. Now, I'm not saying that it's worse or better. I just think it feels very familiar to Ultron because you're doing essentially the same thing, but without the Ultron. Now, that being said, I think you have more flexibility with this deck over Ultron, but it's essentially the same thing. So, is it good? I guess, but like it's not like crazy. All you did the same thing as me, but I did it better. Victory. I did it better. Also, he didn't protect his stuff. Gambit's gonna run his deck over. Man, we really want Surge, but we just can't get her. Also, we want Sandstorm. Sandstorm is so essential of pulling. If you don't pull Sandstorm, it feels so bad. Change the cards are doubled. That's nice. So let's go with you. here, because we're gonna have to play you there anyway. Rhino is interesting. I have Rhino in my deck, it's just gotta pull him for it to work. Sandstorm, perfect. So we go Debrii. We'll go Debrii here. Nah, that's fine. We can only get pulled there so much. We go you. Ooh, Surge is huge. Surge. I really want to play you here so we can Sandstorm because she'll get pulled. Well, the issue is she's gonna get pulled. Screw it. We'll just drop you off for now. Try to cheapen up the deck a little bit. I need to play Luna maybe. Sandstorm. He's Sandstorming. That's kind of a like I'm playing Sandstorm next turn. I gotta try to make this work better. Nice. It's a little too expensive. We gotta play him this turn though. It's 5 power. It's not great. Also, created cards cost 1 more is really not great. We can still do it, but it's not great. I don't like this. It doesn't feel good. Yeah, this deck does not. It doesn't feel great, man. Like, there are going to be some fields that just completely shut your deck down. Like, I couldn't play the game, essentially. Any more ways to make rocks, I guess? I mean, we have rocks now. That's funny. That's really funny, actually. Don't worry, guys. We have rocks now. We have the rocks. Hopefully we get... Oh, nice. We got the rocks. Rocks, bump, bump, a dib, a dib, a dib. We got the... Yeah, it's ongoing. We can go here. It's all good. Don't need to play armor anymore. Play the rock right there. Yep. Play the rock right there. Yep. I need to play Sabah Nur next turn, if you know what I mean. We gotta play Sabah Nur next turn, if you know what I mean. We have the rocks. Turn 5. Oh, I can't even do that. This is stupid. I have to play. It's more important to do that. I don't think Chameleon can copy Sandstorm. He might be able to copy Sabah Nur though, but we won't have points. We'll save him just in case. I don't have any way to buff my rocks at the moment. I don't have my Ozymandias. Oh, I do actually. Poggers, brother. How many rocks is this? 1, 2, 3. Let's try it. We can get 3 rocks. Oh, crap. Well, nothing can die at least. Oh, wait. I say that, but... she can technically... if she dies, that's bad. Oh, okay, yeah. He didn't make enough. See, I tried using Gambit in the deck. It just doesn't work. It just does not work. You need to find a way to make Gambit work, and Chameleon doesn't work. You'd have to frigate it. So it feels really weird to do that. That's why I took Gambit out. It's just... You could probably make it work if you try to do less rocks. Draw a card. Surge. Be Surge. Ooh. Ah. Why does he have Black Swan? Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. That's a real nice right there. Ooh, you're using Sandstorm already, buddy? You do know that your rocks is stronger with the more characters you have on it, right? Now we play Debrii. Ooh. I really like playing Surge, but we play Debrii here. Debrii's the better play here. Yes. Debrii's the better play. We're gonna Ozymandias with the Mystique. Hopefully. Hopefully that's what we do. I'm gonna play you here. Next turn I'll do Sandstorm and then we Ozzy into the Mystique. Can we do Chameleon into something? It'd have to be Chameleon Patriot. Unless we pull out her, which is what we want to do. We want to pull out something though. We get pretty big here. And then we definitely want to switch. That kind of works. We Chameleon, or actually we... Yeah, we will Ozymandias and we copy the Mystique. Well, actually, I say that. But we need a Sandstorm as well, actually. We need bigger rocks. We only get one bigger rock? I guess we go like that. Yeah. I guess. Sandstorm. Wait, does Sandstorm need to give an extra rock? Maybe Sandstorm needs to get an extra rock. Oh, I have a bad feeling he's going to play Gambit, but I don't know if it'll work. Oh, well, that's fine, I think. See, that's what I wanted to do, but it doesn't matter. Oh, 1 point too short. 1 point too short. I should have separated my rocks. After you play a card here, add copy to your hand. We can spam Ozzy. No, we can spam Debrii? I don't really know what we spam. Rhino. I think we spam Debrii there. I think we just put Debrii here because we can get double breeze and then fill up the location. Sandstorm is wild, by the way, already. That doesn't really work like that, buddy. You need more characters. Ooh. Surge is really good, though. Let's wait off on that. We're gonna play Surge here. And... yeah, we'll play Surge and wait a second. I gotta empty my hand a little bit. This sucks. I don't want to switch hands. I really don't want to switch hands. Ozymandias. He's gonna get this, which really does suck. But Ozzy's more important than Well, I'm gonna give him an extra one. Oh, it sucks. Let's see here. Wait a second. I can use Gambit and then, because this is not. It's not. Oh wait, it's my opponent. It's not created, is it? No, it's not created. I don't know if swapping hand cards is created, so we're gonna do this the smart way. We're gonna play. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm switching out. I don't like that. He stole my hand. I hate this game, dude. The fields are going to be the worst thing ever. Man, dude. Like, ick. I know I have this, but like, it doesn't matter. I could have cloned it, I guess, and made more rocks. And I guess he would have identified as a rock. Does Chameleon identify as a rock? We can do this. This will be great. Oh. We can play Luna next turn and help fill it out quicker. Or, I guess, in Sabah Nur. I'm looking pretty good. I actually like my hand a lot. We can fill up pretty easily. We need protection, but it's probably doable, actually. Why do you play Sandstorm turn? It don't make sense to me why you play it so soon. It just doesn't make sense to me. Am I the crazy one here? Maybe I'm playing wrong. This Sinister is kind of weird. I need like an armor. Ooh. Getting more rocks would be great, not gonna lie. We could probably armor here and protect some of our armor. Let's go like this. At this point, it makes... Why am I armoring? He has nothing to target me with. I need like a Patriot. Oh, yes. That's sick. So we're gonna Ozzy here. We're already winning there. Yeah, we Ozzy here. I mean, we can just go like this and then give our other locations +1. Or just go like this and win both locations. The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me. Ooh. Not big enough, pal. Victory. Yeah, that's why you save your Sandstorm, buddy. That way it makes sense. Getting 10 plus size rocks is crazy. Disable text here. That's that's some rocks go, so that's all good. That's good. I need a Debrii. -3 power sucks. You know, maybe Luke Cage would fit in this deck just to avoid getting afflicted. It wouldn't be the craziest thing, but you could replace armor for like a Luke Cage and probably be in a decent situation. I only put armor there as a backup for this trick, but like it's kind of a waste. Also, it is a low cost. I don't know. Maybe Luke Cage would be pretty good for utility or a rogue. I think we need like a utility card. I don't know which one yet. I guess technically Chameleons are utility card, but like, this deck's weird, guys. I know Celine is gonna make this deck feel so much better. Stealing 5 power is gonna be huge for this deck. Also, that's really nice. That's really nice, actually. But we're not getting any rocks at all. Thank goodness. Okay, we're out of here. All right, let's go do. That's. I don't even know what to say to that, dude. This deck's weird.